YouTube, welcome back to my channel, Stereo Studs. I'm Stephen, and pulled out a few more boxes here then that we're going to try and get our way through today and see what's inside. So I'll pull these down off the table and we'll start with this first big one then. Okay, so what have we got in here then? First up, we have set 60345. It's a Lego City set. It's one of the little food trucks. It's a little a vegetable stall style truck with the big carrot on top. So pretty neat little set. Bought this for the city layout. I probably have like a little setup somewhere where there's like a little, almost like a market style set up with a few little vendors selling out of trucks or off stalls and so forth. So this will fit in nicely. It also matches up really well with the kind of setup and theme that Lego have pushed on their sort of fresh food produce with the little convenience store as well. And yeah, so cool set. Obviously you get a nice truck if you need minifigures. Also you get the acorn piece, which I don't think I've got that many of, to be honest. They were quite expensive to buy individually, so I didn't want too many, and obviously it would have been cool to have had a cornfield with a lot of those pieces in it, but the price was a bit prohibitive really to packing up too many. So I've got that little set anyway. I might have a couple of these to be honest. My local toy shop still has these in stock, so I'm always tempted to pick a few up, but thus far I haven't. And then next out we have, so this is actually an open part built set. It's 75979. It's the Lego Harry Potter Hedwig buildable figure. I did pull a few of these out in a previous video, which I have bought off of Amazon for a good price as an investment piece. So this is actually my daughter's, which she has been hounding on at me to get for her to build to put in her room. So I can set that one side then to bring down the house for her to build. Next out then, we have another Lego City set. It's 60313 and it's the little mobile fairground ride. Again, I've pulled a couple of these out previously in a prior video. They were half price in Tesco, and I did pick up a few of them. Some very useful pieces within. I also like the lorry build. I do want at least one of these for my layout. The others I'll probably sell all. I don't know, I might part out, we'll see. But I picked them up anyway when they were on offer. Another Lego City set, 60346. It's a little farmyard that come out, what's it, 23 or 22. Retired sort of back into 23, mid 24. Initially I picked this up. I did get this on offer in Smith at one point, and again, like I said, the theming of the figures and so forth matches all of these other little sort of grocery and this kind of line of sets, so it's kind of nice to get that sort of standardized figure set for without the layout. But yeah, initially I picked this up to get a little selection of these animals. You can see in the back here, you know, there's a really good selection of pigs, cows, sheep. So it was just nice to get that. And then there's a few useful pieces. It is a 4+ set, so it's very basic. It also means that any of these tiles you see with pictures on them are printed, you know, so I can maybe use that as a front on a shop or something. I don't know. I'm not sure that I'll necessarily build this, but I'll certainly take all the pieces out of it anyway and use them. So now I think we have one more set in here, just a wee bit out of the Hedwig set sitting there. Yeah, the last set in this box then, again another one that we've pulled out previously. I do have a few of these, as I've said. This is the Lego T-Rex breakout set. It's set number 76956. I have built one of these myself, which I will have on display, and it is somewhere sort of within a layout. I do really love it. I love Jurassic Park. Jurassic World, I love all the Jurassic dinosaur movies, so when this set came out, it was a bit of a must get. It was on offer a number of times across retailers, and I did pick up a few as I went along. Again, the boxes aren't fantastic. There's a wee bit of box, a bit of shelfware on the top of this, but still in decent condition, and I would imagine at the price that I paid for it, it's certainly worth picking up. And that then, a wee bit of packing in that box then. So that's that one. So I can toss that aside now. And we'll pull the next one up off the ground here and set it up then. So quite heavy this. It feels like a fairly well packed out box. So let's have a look, see what we have in here. Okay. First set out then. It's 40450. Another very cool little Lego gift with purchase from across the years. It's the Amelia Earhart tribute set. I got quite a few of these across the years. It was released as an initial run. It has appeared a few times since then. Cool wee set with the little Lockheed playing, and then Amelia herself, and then just this nice little plaque that it sets on. So, like I said, a few of those, one for me and a couple of them to sell on. Okay, here we have a Lego Hidden Side set, 70420. It's the, not sure what its exact name was, but it's the graveyard set anyway. I think I picked this up just to have a few little parts to use within potentially a graveyard scene around a church that I may have in my layout. I think it was, I don't know what I picked this up for. I would assume that it was reduced at the point of when I bought it, but it is cool wee graveyard scene. Again, like the Hidden Side says, it's very much sort of geared towards the interactive side. There's some bright tiles which sort of trigger things on the app. I've never used it, so I don't know exactly how it works. And it is built with a sort of spooky side to it, but I'll be able to utilize certainly the parts and the figures within the set to flash out the city and the light and something. Next up then we have a Ninjago movie set, 70607. It's a little police chase set. So this, yeah, again, just a nice little set. I think I picked this up off eBay. It was a decent price, and I do have all bar two of the sort of bigger Ninjago sets. I don't have the most recent release, which I think came out yesterday, or the 1st of March anyway. Not sure when this video is actually going to go out, so probably absolutely won't be yesterday. But yeah, there's a couple I haven't picked up, but I do want to have like a little area. It may be within the layout, it may be sort of separate, but I kind of like this with a little market stall and the little police talk, and I thought it'd be a great way just to kind of flesh out that layout a wee bit as well, and just sort of add a bit more life and character to it. So I thought that was a cool set. It wasn't really expensive, so picked that up anyway. Okay, next out, another one of the little Lego ideas, gift with purchase from quite some time ago here. It's a little space rocket ride, 40335. I don't think I actually picked this up as a gift with purchase. I think I missed this one when it was available, but I did pick it up in the secondary market. Again, I wouldn't have paid silly money for it. I've got it for a price that I felt was reasonable. So a cool little set for my collection. I quite like the build. It's a cute little. To be honest, it could also go in the layout as a little sort of theme park ride or a little ride outside a supermarket or something. But I think for me that'll be a little display piece. Okay, next out we have it's the little Jurassic World minifigure set. I think it's 5005255. So it comes with 3 figures, a little dinosaur. I can't remember exactly where these came about. I bought a Jurassic World Christmas jumper from, I want to say, Zavi, and they offered this as a freebie along with it. So I obviously picked this up through that, and I don't know what I'll do with it, if indeed anything. It's quite a nice little display, so it may just stay in its form. I've multiple of these characters through sets I bought anyway, so we'll see. Next out then, a Mandalorian Brickheadz set, 75317. It's the Mandalorian and the Child. I got this on offer in Tesco. Initially I had bought this with the intention of keeping it myself. I know I said previously that I don't particularly collect Lego Star Wars sets. However, I really enjoyed the Mandalorian. I really like it as a standalone series, and I thought, maybe I could collect the sub theme, but I've sort of backed away from that notion as well. So I picked this up, I think initially with the idea of holding on to it as a set for myself, but I don't know whether indeed I will keep it or move it on, but we'll see. And then, okay, we have another of the Lego Creator postcards, the Paris one, 40568. So I did talk about this previously in a prior video. I had picked these up with the intention of keeping them and maybe building a layout around the word map. I've since gone sort of off the idea of them. I don't know, I might still hold on to them, but I'll be more likely to maybe sort of shift them on at some point, so we'll see what happens with that. And then the last set in this box is one of the Lunar New Year sets. So we have 80111, and it's the Lunar New Year parade. I think this is the second of these I have. I did pick up one to hold on to for myself. And then I know I got the opportunity to purchase a second one direct from Lego whilst it was on offer. Really, again, I know I spoke about it previously, but the real draw to this one is the purple helmet and oxygen tanks, space helmet and oxygen tanks that you got on one of the minifigures. Really in demand for anyone that wants to sort of pull together the classic space figures in the different colours. So that was the only way really to get your hands on those pieces. So odds are that will be split open. I might sell off those pieces unless I do want to try and sort of build a collection of them myself, but like I said, I do have multiples of these sets. But then that also will present me with a fantastic pack of parts and minifigures as well that I can use within my collection. Okay, so next set then, we have another fairly big one here, and again it's quite heavy, so I suspect it's absolutely packed full of sets. So let's get into it and see what we have. Okay. Right, so I'll start with this one. One of the smaller sets in here. There's quite a few small sets actually. But that's the botanical daffodil set, set number 40646. I have quite a few of these. I know I did pull them out in a previous video as well. I just sometimes pick these wee sets up as I'm going along, or if I see them on offer and I'm filling out a basket or something. I thought the daffodils though were very nice as like a little sort of spring flower you can stick in little balls and decorate around your house. So got that. Okay, so this is another set that I know I have pulled out in the past as well, and I did suspect I had a few of these, so we've got 3 of them in here, and that's 76386. It's the Hogwarts Polyjuice Potions mistake. I spoke about this previously. I got this at a good price. It's one of my favourites of the sort of 20-year anniversary sets on the grounds. It's a cool little scene for one. It was a relatively inexpensive set. It got you the full sort of lineup of the sort of main Harry Potter figures, and you also got the anniversary Harry Potter in the gold print. So yeah, I picked up a few of those then just through opportunity and price, with the intention of setting aside for future resale. Okay, so probably the biggest set in this box is a Lego Minecraft set. It's 21170. It's the pig house. My daughter has one of these. One of my daughters has one of these built. It's quite a cool wee set. It has nice functionality and nice sort of modular style build. I am very sure that Tesco had these potentially half price, and I picked up a few of them. I thought at that price again, like I said, I struggled to resist, to be honest, picking them up with the idea of sort of selling them on in the future. So it was a good price. It's a cool wee set. I know we enjoyed the build, and it has a little bit of play function to it as well. So I'll pop that down on the ground. Okay, we've got a few of the Lego Creator postcard sets here, all different ones. So I think really, again, like I said, I was trying to pick them all up, and I've sort of lost interest. So we've got 40519, which is the New York postcard, with 40569, which is the London one, and then 40651, which is the Australia one. So again, I've picked all 3 of these up initially with the intention of holding on to them and doing something with them. Whether or not I do that remains to be seen. But they're cool little sets regardless, and they're like, you know, they're an easy set to store and sell on if that is indeed my intention. So I don't mind holding on to them for a little bit. So we've got one of each of those there. So I'll just pop that into the side. And then with some Brickheadz here then. And it's the Lord of the Rings Brickheadz again. I did previously discuss these. So we've got 40630, which is Frodo and Gollum. And then with Arwen and Aragorn, 40632. And with Gandalf the Grey and the Balrog, which is 40631. So I know I've picked out a few of these in the past. I did pick these up on offer in a Lego store, but again, I did want to collect. I don't collect Lego Brickheadz. I don't want to get into collecting Lego Brickheadz because there's a lot of them, and you know, there's only so much that really I can afford. So I had thought that this would be a nice line to collect for me personally. But again, I've sort of gone off the idea. So odds are that I will look to move these all on at some point in the future, but I'm not sure. We'll see. I might very well have a little Lord of the Rings display section somewhere in the house. Like I said, I do have the Barad-dûr Tower and Rivendell within my collection already, so I might look to do something with them, but I'm probably more inclined at this point to look to move them on. So. And then lastly in here we've got 40499, Santa's Sleigh, or some it's the Reindeer Battle Pack. I have one of these built, which I didn't actually pull out this Christmas because I have no idea where it is. When I get this all sorted, I'll get all my Christmas Lego set aside for future Christmases as a little Christmas Lego display. It's been reduced a number of times through Lego and through other retailers, and to be honest, it's been on the shelf a little bit longer than I thought. This came out in 21. I thought it might have had a couple of years shelf life, but it's endured thus far. So I had picked this up at half price, looking toward potentially a future resale. But for now, I'll hold on to it. If nothing else, you get a ton of reindeers, so you know, can't go wrong. And that's the end of that box. I think we'll probably try and get one more box in here now, so I'm just gonna nip over and grab one here. Okay, so this box is falling apart as I've lifted it. So not a huge amount in here, a couple of wee sets. I'll try and hold it in my knee and pull the bits and pieces out of it. Or maybe not actually, I'll set it in the ground. Right, okay, first up, 75379. It's the most recent R2D2 build. I know previously I pulled out another one. The sort of larger, more icon style set. This one, so I got these. Asda had a few sets discounted, sort of middle of last year, and this was one of them. The big sort of pull on this one is the Darth Malak exclusive minifigure that comes with it, which on its own is already sort of reasonably valuable. So my thought process here is probably that I'll sell the figure on and I'll maybe look at building or two and just having him somewhere within my collection. I don't know, we'll see. But it was a very good price and I couldn't really turn it down, so I thought it was a good opportunity to pick that up. Next then, a Lego Friends set, 42638. This is the Castle Bed and Breakfast, and Lego Friends have, for me, massively upped their game of late, especially with their building sets. This one I think is fantastic. It's just such a lovely little build, cracking design, and just I kind of like the perspective of it as well. It's got this sort of nice corner aspect to it, and nice little rounded edge and stuff. So it is an open back set, but I'll probably look to build this out into a sort of slightly bigger, more modular style build, and sort of incorporate this somewhere as just a little bed and breakfast within my layout, perhaps sort of out in the sticks, so to speak. So I'll be building that one. And then lastly in this box, this will be the last set for today then, is 71819. It's the Ninjago Stone Shrine, or Dragonstone Shrine. Again, these were all on offer. They were all 30-40% off, so I got a really good price on this. This is a really cool build. Like I said, I'm not a Ninjago collector, so to speak. I've got a few wee bits to create a little sort of Ninjago area within a layout. This for me just looks like something that, well, for one, it's a very cool build. I love the idea of it. You've got this, it is in theory a shrine, but it's very much akin to a rock side, and it has a wee bit of sort of movement to it, and it obviously has that sort of dragon appearance about it as well. Cool little sort of cherry blossom style tree also. So I just thought, again, this could either sort of feature somewhere within the layout as like a sort of monument style thing in the country, in the countryside, sort of Stonehenge-esque, but obviously Ninjago focused, or it may go into the Ninjago section of my layout, or in this own little separate section, we'll see. But at the price I was getting it, and sort of given the set, I was very happy to pick that up. And that's us then. Yeah, we got through a good bit there. Once again, thank you very much for tuning in. Remember to give us a wee like if you've enjoyed the content, and any sets that you like the look of, or anything you want to chat about, drop us a wee comment, and I'll be happy to come back to you. Yeah, give us a wee subscribe if you want to be sort of kept updated. I've lots more Lego content coming. There's lots more unboxing, and eventually, like I say, we'll get into something a bit more sort of Lego buildy. I'm looking at sort of perhaps maybe a little review styles on some sets that I do build. But we'll see on that front. Yeah, just drop us a subscribe anyway, and hit the bell icon for any notifications whenever new sets go live. And in the meantime, have a good afternoon, guys. Thank you very much. Take care.